My boyfriend had a very close male friend. And that so-called brother was a girl who exuded a green tea vibe, yet was also a tomboy. My boyfriend, Ethan, was also a pretty outgoing guy. He was humorous, good-looking, and played basketball, making him quite popular in our department. I once asked him why he fell for me, and he chuckled, scratching his head. I just felt like, you really clicked with me. We were always great together until my first birthday when he brought a girl along. My boyfriend affectionately draped his arm over her shoulder, smiling as he introduced her to me. Baby, this is Rain, my good bro. Rain extended her hand to me, smiling with narrowed eyes. Hey, sister-in-law. I always hear Ethan mention you. Finally meeting the real deal today. I smiled faintly and shook her hand. Hi. After a brief greeting, she went to join Ethan's group of buddies. It was obvious they were very close. I turned to Ethan. I didn't know you had a female, bro. Ethan laughed, taking my hand and leading me to the sofa. Rain has been hanging out with us since sophomore year of high school. We all just think of her as one of the guys. Honestly, I felt a little uncomfortable. It was my birthday. Why was she dressed up like a peacock, so flamboyant and eye-catching? From then on, Rain started hovering around my boyfriend. We had planned to go shopping together that evening, but I waited for him at the school gate for half an hour, and he still hadn't shown up. I called him twice before he finally answered. Baby, I'm on my way. 2 minutes later, he came running towards me, panting. Where were you? I asked. Rain was having really bad stomach cramps. She just called and asked me to buy her brown sugar. It took a bit longer than I expected, he explained, slightly out of breath. I frowned. Doesn't she have anyone else in her dorm? It's Saturday, everyone's gone out. Even the brown sugar water was brought up by the dorm auntie, he replied. It seemed normal enough, nothing really wrong with it, but the next day, Rain suggested going to the movies with Ethan, saying it was to thank him for the brown sugar water the night before. It felt a bit much. She blinked her eyes and smiled innocently. Sister-in-law wouldn't mind, right? This movie is newly released, and Ethan has been wanting to see it for ages. Ethan casually put his arm around her shoulder. It's such a small thing. Your sister-in-law won't mind. I remained silent. Ethan probably sensed my displeasure and quickly smoothed things over. We can just buy another ticket, and the three of us can go together. Rain looked a little hesitant. Ethan, tickets are so hard to get. I stayed up all night to grab these, and I only managed to get 2. As she spoke, she handed the tickets to me. Why don't you and sister-in-law go? I can just head back. I waved my hand. You stayed up all night to get them, of course you should go. I'm not really into these kinds of movies anyway. You guys go ahead. Ethan patted my head. Then you go shopping with your girlfriends today, and I'll take you to the movies tomorrow. Ethan was true to his word and bought 2 tickets for a movie I liked the next day. However, halfway through the movie, Ethan received a call and went out. He didn't come back until the movie was almost over. I asked him where he'd gone. He said Rain wasn't feeling great, and he went to talk to her. My face instantly darkened. Why does she need to find you when she's not feeling well? Doesn't she have any other friends? Does he even realize how long it's been since we last went to the movies? He finally takes me to one, and he ditches me for an hour? Ethan pulled me into a hug, stroking my hair to calm me down. I'm sorry, baby, it won't happen again. Although I was still angry, Ethan had already apologized, so I didn't push it further. If it happens again, I'm really going to lose it, I said, hugging him back. He patted my back. I promise it won't happen again. I knew deep down there would be a next time. I just didn't expect it to come so soon. The weather had been gloomy and rainy lately. Finally, one sunny day appeared. I suggested to Ethan that we go hiking. He agreed and went to pack a backpack. Should we invite a few more people? It's kind of boring just the 2 of us, Ethan suggested. I nodded. Yeah, okay. He opened WeChat and sent a message to our group chat. Hiking. Anyone who wants to come, hurry up. But when I saw that flamboyant peacock in the group of people, my good mood instantly vanished. I tugged at Ethan's hand and whispered in his ear, why is Rain here too? Ethan looked genuinely innocent. I don't know. I just announced it in the group chat. Rain ran over to greet me. Hi, sister-in-law. Fancy meeting you again. I nodded and smiled at her. She directly grabbed my hand and turned to the group of guys. You big strong men better take care of me and sister-in-law, okay? One of the guys laughed. Sister-in-law will definitely be taken care of by Ethan. As for you, Don't you eat 3 bowls of rice a day? Do you even need looking after? Rain playfully chased after the guy, yelling, "You son of a b asterisk tch, can you even speak human language? Can you even speak human language?" I knew that guy, his name was Leo. Every time he saw me at school, he would flash his charming little canine teeth and smile. "Hi, sister-in-law." Once everyone had arrived, we prepared to set off. Rain tied her shoelaces and suddenly looked up. "Ethan, let's have a race, shall we? See who gets to the top of the mountain first." Ethan turned to look at me, seeking my opinion. Rain stuck out her tongue. "Oops, sorry, sister-in-law, I totally forgot you were here. We used to race up mountains all the time, and I always lost, so I've been wanting to win just once. I feel like I'm in pretty good shape today." "What the actual FCK? Asterisk. Damn it. So many people are watching me. Can I really refuse her challenge?" "It's fine. I'll just take my time at the back. You guys go ahead," I said with a nonchalant smile, while inwardly, I was rolling my eyes so hard they almost popped out of my head. Rain grinned happily. "Thanks, sister-in-law." "You go too, sister-in-law." By the time I reached the halfway point, Ethan and Rain had already disappeared without a trace. I vowed to make Ethan kneel on a washboard tonight. But I was just too exhausted to climb any further, so I had to stop and rest. Suddenly, a slender, pale hand appeared in front of me, holding a bottle of water. I followed the arm upwards and saw Leo smiling at me with his eyes crinkling at the corners. "Have some water, sister-in-law. Recharge your batteries." I took the water, smiling back at him. "Thanks." Leo put down his backpack and slumped down on the ground next to me, muttering, "Seriously, I'm so tired. Oh my god, let's rest for a bit before we go on." I found it a little funny. "Your stamina is this bad too?" I thought I was the only one lagging behind. Leo turned his head to look at me. His bangs were already damp with sweat, with a few strands sticking to his forehead. He grinned, revealing his small canine teeth. "Before we came, I thought I'd be the last one, but now it looks like sister-in-law is the last one." I turned my head away a little embarrassed. "Just call me Daisy or Deus is fine." Sister-in-law, sister-in-law. It sounds kind of weird." He readily nodded. "Daisy." Sure enough, when we reached the summit, they had been there for ages. A few people were sitting on the ground playing cards. As soon as he saw me, Ethan immediately ran over, eagerly offering water and snacks. After I sat down, Rain immediately started urging me to join in the card game. I wasn't very good at cards, only knew a little bit of Fight the Landlord. They were playing Bullfight, which I had no idea how to play. Rain smiled and dealt the cards to me. "It's okay, sister-in-law. Ethan can help you. It's all about luck." So I took the cards. And surprisingly, my luck seemed to be pretty good. I won 4 rounds in a row. In the last round, Rain said, "Sister-in-law, I'll go heads up with you, just you and me." I was confused. Ethan explained, "It means you bet all the money you've won against her. After everyone else has played with you, Rain will play against you. If Rain's hand is bigger, all the money you've won is hers. If yours is bigger, she'll pay you whatever amount is on the table." I thought, this sounds kinda exciting. I immediately agreed. When the cards were revealed, my heart was in my throat. My hand was a bull 5 and Rain's was a bull 1. I saw a flash of disappointment in her eyes. It felt so satisfying. I counted the money, a total of $605. Rain smiled and took out $605 from her bag, handing it to me. "Sister-in-law is amazing. And she said she couldn't play. You're practically a pro." I could definitely hear the sarcasm in her voice, but I was too happy about winning money today to bother arguing with her. That night, when Ethan went to take a shower, his phone buzzed. I glanced at it casually. It was a WeChat message from Rain. Curiosity got the better of me, and I opened it. Then I just started laughing in disbelief. "Rain, this is too hard. I'm so broke I don't even have money for cigarettes." "Ethan, really that bad?" Rain, "Yeah. Dude, I've got 1 cigarette left. Gotta stretch it for 2 days. I'm gonna die FR." Ethan, "Geez, Daisy's luck was pretty good." Rain, It's fine, as long as sister-in-law is happy. I'll just beg for a couple of smokes from someone." Ethan, "No need." Ethan, "Transfer $605 to Rain." Ethan, "Go buy some cigarettes." Rain, "Ethan, you're the best. Words can't express my gratitude." Wow, the green tea flavor is practically overflowing. I rolled my eyes. When Ethan came out of the shower, I held up his phone and asked him, "So, judging by this, you just gave her back all the money I won today, huh?" Ethan was drying his hair. "Are you mad?" I laughed, more out of exasperation than amusement. "Shouldn't I be mad? It's just a card game. Besides, you didn't lose anything, did you? That $605 is still in your WeChat account." "Ethan, get this straight. She was the one who wanted to play cards with me. If I won, it's mine." I was furious at this point. Ethan became a little impatient, snatching the phone back. "It is yours. Who touched your money?" "I used my money." I clenched my fists tightly. "So because she lost, you just compensate her? What kind of relationship do you two have that you need to compensate her?" "She's my bro," Ethan answered righteously. I sneered. "Then you guys can keep being bros. I'm out." With that, I grabbed my phone and walked out. This apartment was bought by Ethan. His family was a little well off, and after we became official, he asked me to move in. I thought living together would mean being closer to him, so I went along with it. Looking back now, maybe I had been a bit too hasty in getting together with Ethan. Ugh, this is so annoying. When I showed up back at our dorm late at night, my girlfriends were all shocked. They kept asking me what happened if we had fought. I told them everything about Rain. Definitely a living, breathing, tomboy B***TCH confirmed. Holy crap, girl, you've run into a tomboy BCH, even worse than a green tea BCH? So what did Ethan say? He didn't even try to get you to stay. It all boils down to that. What's her name again? Rain? Right, that little B***TCH is the one stirring up trouble. Ethan, maybe he's just too clueless. The others also felt that Ethan wasn't entirely unforgivable, and we should try to salvage our relationship. I listened to their advice. The next morning, I went to the school cafeteria and bought him his favorite steamed mini buns, planning to give him a surprise at his place. To my surprise, the one who opened the door was that little B***TCH. She was wearing Ethan's shirt, opening the door for me with sleepy eyes. The top two buttons of the shirt weren't fastened, revealing a generous expanse of her collarbone. My smile froze on my face. "Oh, sister-in-law, what brings you here?" "Ethan's still asleep. Do you want me to wake him up?" Rain asked. I sneered. Better if he stays asleep. If I wasn't holding these steamed buns, I would have ripped her to shreds right then and there. I pushed past her and walked in, sitting down on a chair and crossing my legs, waiting for Ethan to wake up. Rain, sensing the tense atmosphere, immediately rushed into the bedroom to wake Ethan. Ethan was still clearly groggy, looking annoyed. What's with all the noise so early in the morning? Rain pushed him. "Sister-in-law." "It's sister-in-law." Ethan looked surprised. "Daisy, what are you doing here?" I smiled, pointing at the steamed buns on the table. "Came to bring you breakfast, but looks like I came at a bad time." Ethan explained. "No, it's not like that, Daisy. After you left yesterday, I felt really awful, just too awful, so I asked them to come over and have a few drinks with me. Rain's place is a bit far, so she just crashed here. We didn't do anything." I nodded. "Right, and she's even wearing your shirt now. It really suits her." Rain also quickly explained, "Sister-in-law, you have to believe us. I drank way too much and threw up all over my clothes. I didn't have anything else to change into, so I just wore Ethan's. We really didn't do anything." I stood up, folding my arms across my chest, drank and slept over all night, and the next day you're wearing my boyfriend's shirt, and you're telling me you didn't do anything? Rain, you really have no shame. And you even took back the money you lost playing cards. If you can't afford to lose, why pretend to be generous? Daisy, Ethan scolded me in a low voice. Rain bit her lip, a pale smile forcing its way onto her face. "It's my fault. I'll give the money back to Ethan." Why is this girl such a good actress? Whether you return the money or not, it has nothing to do with me anymore. I'm breaking up with Ethan. As for the reason, I raised my chin, lightly lifting an eyebrow. "I think you two are a better match. Wishing you two a long and happy life together, and please don't go around ruining other people's relationships." After saying that, I picked up my bag and was about to leave. Rain kept explaining, "No, sister-in-law, it's really not what you think. Ethan and I are completely innocent." "Ethan? Say something." "Nothing much to say. Anyway, we already slept together. I didn't lose out." His voice was particularly vile. Hearing those words, I instantly blew my top. I turned around to glare at him. He smirked at me, his expression full of mockery. "What the actual FCK am I supposed to do? asterisk. Quickly analyzing the situation, he was male, I was female. If we really got into a fight, I definitely wouldn't have the upper hand, especially with Rain, that little b asterisk tch, still here. So I went back, opened the steamed bun box. Inside was a bowl of hot soup. I picked it up, smiling sweetly. Ethan, this is the breakfast I bought for you. Even though we're breaking up, it's still a little token of my affection. You should still eat it. A sneer of disdain appeared on Ethan's smug face, but the next second, his eyes widened in disbelief as he stared at me. Whoosh! I poured the bowl of hot soup right over his head. Then I sprinted out at a speed worthy of the Olympics, running and shouting my blessings at them. B asterisk tch and dog, wishing you two a long and miserable life together. Rushing downstairs in the apartment complex, I bumped straight into Leo. I couldn't stop in time and ran right into his arms. Leo caught me, looking confused. Daisy, where are you rushing off to? Running for my life. I pushed away from him and ran off without looking back. After running for 2 minutes, I heard the sound of a car horn beeping behind me. I thought Ethan was chasing after me, and my feet sprouted wings, making me run even faster. Then I heard Leo's voice. Daisy, it's me. Where are you going? Let me give you a ride. I stopped and jumped into his car. He frowned, handing me a bottle of water. What did Ethan do? I gulped down half the bottle in one go, and then told him everything that had just happened. Holy crap, Daisy, you're brave. You poured soup on Ethan's head? After listening, he burst out laughing. I shot him a resentful look. Stop laughing, I'm about to die here. Do you think Ethan will try to kill me? Leo suppressed his laughter, speaking decisively, yes. I became even more resentful. But don't worry, he continued, and I turned to look at him. He flashed his little canine teeth at me, winking. If you call me Big Bro once, I might consider protecting you. Without hesitation, I blurted out, Big Bro. My savior. Leo grinned innocently, reaching out to pat my head. Good girl. Almost a week had passed since I broke up with Ethan. Setting aside everything else, I did feel a little bit of reluctance, and even missed him a little. Before I could stop myself, I opened my WeChat moments and immediately wanted to smash my phone. Missing him, my ass. He was having the time of his life, out clubbing, drinking, and singing karaoke. This is unacceptable. I quickly jumped up, put on makeup, and changed clothes. I couldn't stay cooped up in the dorm any longer. I'd turn into mold. I called up my besties and arranged to go shopping. While waiting for them at the mall, I ran into Ethan and Rain, of all people. I adjusted my sunglasses, planning to sneak past them as if I hadn't seen them. Who knew Rain would spot me? And she even greeted me enthusiastically. Hey, sister-in-law. I turned around, forcing a stiff smile. Don't call me that. I'm not your sister-in-law. Rain stuck out her tongue apologetically. Oh, right. I forgot you and Ethan broke up. After a pause, she let go of Ethan and ran towards me, hooking her arm through mine. Daisy, I admire you so much. You're the first person brave enough to pour soup on Ethan's head. Seriously, this is such a beat-ch move. Asterisk, why bring up my embarrassing moment? I turned to look at Ethan's face. As expected, it was already ashen. I frowned, pulling her hand off my arm. I don't like you. Let me make it very clear, so please stop acting like you know me so well. Rain's smile froze at the corner of her lips. I was actually hoping we could be good friends. Really? I leaned closer to her ear and whispered, what kind of good friend are you? Asking my boyfriend to go to the movies, ditching me to invite my boyfriend hiking, subtly asking my boyfriend for money, sleeping in the same house as my boyfriend, wearing my boyfriend's shirt. Is that how you make friends with me? Rain, Ethan might be brain dead, but that doesn't mean I am. Do you even realize how much of a b asterisk tch you are? I took a step back slightly, folding my arms across my chest. I should have ordered 2 bowls of soup back then, and poured the other one over your little b asterisk tch head. Unbelievable. How could she act so innocent? Before she could say anything, Ethan strode over and pulled her behind him, protectively. Daisy, who are you trying to be tough for? Try bullying her again and see what happens. I sneered. Oh, I haven't even started bullying her yet, and you're already jumping to her defense? Ethan, how did I not realize you were such an idiot before? Why the F asterisk CK did you say that? Rain reached out to tug at Ethan's sleeve. Ethan, it's okay, I'm fine. Don't argue with Daisy. I took off my sunglasses, watching them putting on their little show, and I really wanted to laugh. Didn't I say, Wishing you two be asterisk tch and dog a long and miserable life together? Ethan was choked for words, his face turning even uglier. Rain stepped forward, glaring at me. Daisy, Ethan and I are innocent. I've been telling you this all along, you're just the one who doesn't believe us. Why are you slandering us? Don't you dare say such nasty things. More and more people were gathering around, gradually forming a circle around us, all looking like they were enjoying a good show. I didn't want to waste any more words on them. I put on my sunglasses and turned to leave, but my hand was grabbed. I turned my head impatiently, it was Rain grabbing me. Her grip was strong, hurting my hand. I frowned, are you crazy? Apologize, she demanded. Apologize to who? You? Or that behind you? I retorted sarcastically. Suddenly, a heavy slap landed on my face, with a sharp gust of wind. I stared at Rain in disbelief. She looked at me with her head held high, her eyes filled with unconcealed triumph. I told you, don't say such nasty things. I retaliated with a slap right back, and a clear handprint immediately appeared on her face. Then I raised my leg and kicked her in the stomach for good measure. She stumbled back a few steps from my kick, and Ethan reached out to catch her. You hit her. Ethan's brows furrowed into a deep frown. I tied up my hair, what if I hit her? You dare to touch me today and see what happens? If I don't lie down and extort money from you until you can't even afford pants, then consider yourself lucky you're not wearing any today. Rain looked furious and wanted to come at me again, but my girlfriends just happened to arrive. She stood there, glaring at me, but didn't come forward again. After a long standoff, Ethan pulled her away and left, glancing back at me before leaving, with a rather ambiguous expression. After they were gone, I picked up my sunglasses from the ground, feeling a pang of heartache. Those were my new ones, cost me $100. That night, I applied ice packs to my swollen face, only to realize that slap really hurt. That little B***tch must have put some serious force behind it. I should have gone for a double slap, ruined her face, I grumbled. My roommate found it amusing. It's all right, Daisy. I bet your slap wasn't light either. The handprint on that little B***tch's face was pretty clear. Yeah, and you even got a kick in for free. Sigh, I sighed again. My phone rang. I answered it with one hand. It was Leo. You had a fight with Rain? I rolled my eyes. What fight? We just exchanged a couple of slaps. Oh, and I kicked her once. I came out on top. His voice carried a hint of laughter. Wanna grab some late-night snacks? I'm at the school gate. Nah. Ethan's gonna be there too. And his new girlfriend. I smirked. Wait for me. A week after breaking up? This guy already found a new girlfriend? Damn it. I quickly threw on some makeup, put on a camisole and shorts, and went out. When I got there, they had just started getting ready to eat. As soon as they saw me, the atmosphere instantly became a little awkward. I calmly sat down next to Leo, looking around. They were all familiar faces, and one unfamiliar girl, probably Ethan's new girlfriend. I opened a bottle of beer, smiling at the girl. Hi, I'm Daisy, your boyfriend's ex. The girl glanced at me, then at Ethan, her expression quite colorful. Rain chimed in with a sarcastic tone. Why so bitter? Some people really have no shame. I wonder why an outsider is crashing our bro gathering. I chuckled, looking at the girl. See, she says you're an outsider. The girl's face started to crumble a little. Rain quickly explained, No, sister-in-law, I meant her, not you. How could you be an outsider? The girl composed herself after a moment and returned to normal. She took a sip of her beer. I've heard Rain mention you. Since you've already broken up, please don't bother Ethan anymore. We really just wanted to grab some late-night snacks tonight. Maybe you should leave. I nodded. It was indeed inappropriate to interrupt their late-night snacks, but... Oh, right. Ethan probably hasn't told you why we broke up, has he? Let me fill you in. I poured myself a glass of wine, clinking glasses with Leo as a toast. Enough, Daisy, Ethan growled. I smiled sweetly. His good bro, that is, Rain sitting next to you, stayed over at his place one night, opened the door for me wearing his shirt. After we broke up, this said anyway, he slept with me already. He didn't lose out. Girl, from my experience as a former girlfriend, let me give you a piece of advice. You better watch out. You might get cheated on any day and not even know it. The girl stood up, glaring at Ethan and Rain, grabbed her bag and left. Ethan's face turned all sorts of colors, quite a sight to behold. Are you satisfied now? He stared at me coldly. I grinned, revealing my teeth, extremely satisfied. Purpose achieved. I stood up, humming a song, ready to leave. Leo also stood up. Let me walk you back. He glanced around with a knowing smile. After all, I was the one who invited you. After walking about 200 meters, I was still a bit confused and couldn't help but ask, aren't you Ethan's good bro? Why did you invite me over? And now you're walking me back to the dorm? Aren't you afraid of falling out with Ethan? Leo seemed not to hear me, taking off his jacket and draping it over my shoulders. It's still a bit chilly at night. Why are you wearing so little? I'm asking you a question. I playfully punched him. He clicked his tongue. I just thought you were a bit pitiful. Having ruined Ethan's new romance, I happily spent the next 2 days. Life without the little b****, and the felt so refreshing. Even the air seemed cleaner. Daisy, someone's looking for you downstairs in the dorm. I had just laid down, ready to do a face mask when someone called out from outside. I was puzzled. Who would be looking for me so late at night? I went downstairs. A tall, slender figure stood there, head down, playing with his phone. Leo? Leo looked up, raising his eyebrows. KTV wanna go? For what? He smiled. It's my birthday. Wait for me for 5 minutes. Let me put on some makeup. Leo grabbed my wrist, smiling gently. No need for makeup. You look great even without it. His smile was so radiant that I felt like I was floating on air, and I actually went out without makeup. There weren't many people at the KTV, only 3 or 4, so I felt pretty relaxed. But as soon as I finished singing 2 songs, the little b**** arrived, hand in hand. The little b*** spotted me immediately and very loudly asked Leo, "Who's this?" "Leo, is this a new friend you've made? She looks kind of familiar." "Oh my god, isn't this Daisy?" I wanted to hide my face. I had totally forgotten they were friends. They would definitely come to his birthday party. Damn it, I was careless, letting the enemy strike first. Leo frowned. "You guys." Before he could finish, the little b*** opened a bottle of beer and clinked glasses with him. "Happy birthday. Just saw Hosui chat moments. Just realized it's your birthday today." "You're not being fair, Leo. Not telling me about your birthday." Ethan glanced at me, nodding to Leo. "Happy birthday." I wanted to escape to the restroom, but the little b*** wouldn't let me go. "Daisy, your dark circles are so bad. I usually can't even tell. What concealer do you use? You should recommend it to me too. And your false eyelashes are so well applied, I usually can't tell that you're natural. Eyelashes are so short." She turned to Ethan innocently. "Ethan, you must have seen Daisy without makeup before, right? Are her dark circles this bad without makeup? And are her natural eyelashes really this short?" I couldn't take it anymore. I grabbed the glass of wine on the table and poured it right over the little b****'s face. She stared at me with wide eyes and screamed, "What are you doing?" I put down the glass, sizing her up and down. "Your makeup isn't very waterproof either. It didn't even smudge." "What brand is it? You should recommend it to me too. I dare to go out without makeup. Do you dare? If you don't, why are you acting so innocent? Or maybe go to the restroom and take off your makeup. Come out and compare your eyelashes to mine. See whose are shorter." The little b*** was on the verge of a meltdown. Ethan picked up some tissues from the table and handed them to her. She didn't take them. Instead, she yelled at Leo, "Leo, why are you friends with this b****? She's Ethan's ex-girlfriend. We're all your bros. What is she? Today it's either her or me. One of us has to go." "This stupid idiot." I rolled my eyes. "I'll go first." Leo raised his eyebrows, his voice soft but exceptionally indifferent. "Who do you think you are to me?" The little b*** burst into tears and ran out directly. Ethan glanced at Leo. That was a bit too much. Then he chased after her. I stood there dumbfounded. The direction of the plot seemed a bit strange. What's going on? I sat down and asked. Leo poured me a glass of wine. "She's a treasure to Ethan, but not to me. Besides, you're the one I invited. Why should I let someone who invited themselves bully you?" Wow, this guy just blew my mind. I turned to look at him. "Are you trying to hit on me?" He paused for a moment, then burst out laughing, revealing his little canine teeth. "You're overthinking it, sis. I don't go for older women." What the FCK? My 50-meter broadsword is about to go out of control. Asterisk. But deep down, I felt a sense of relief. If Leo really was trying to hit on me, I wouldn't know what to do. I originally thought that was the end of it. But the little b asterisk tch, Rain, she was like a persistent ghost, still wouldn't leave me alone. She stormed into my dorm room, yelling at me, calling me shameless, a homewrecker, ab asterisk tch. Her voice was so loud that the whole building could hear. I grabbed her and dragged her inside, and after a chaotic mess, I finally understood what was going on. Leo had gotten into a fight with Ethan, because of me. Leo doesn't like me, right? Why would he fight with Ethan for me? Don't be so narcissistic. They fought because you pissed off Yoon that day. And Ethan was sticking up for me. It has nothing to do with you. Then why are you calling me shameless? Leo calls you and you just go? You broke up Ethan and Yoon, aren't you a homewrecker? And you even caused them to fight, aren't you ab asterisk tch? I laughed. So the one who broke up me and Ethan was you, right? Are you a homewrecker then? Rain shut her mouth, glaring at me fiercely. I grabbed a rope and tied her to a chair. She's got guts, coming to my dorm alone to find me. Today, I'm definitely going for a double slap, ruin that face of hers. After dealing with Rain, I took out my phone and called Leo. Where are you? Sky Bar. Another bar trip. I got out and hailed a cab, speeding over. When I got there, Leo had already drunk quite a bit. He was alone. I snatched his beer bottle. He looked at me hazily for a long time, then smiled. Daisy. I sighed, sitting down. He leaned on my shoulder naturally, and I asked him, why did you fight with Ethan? He insulted you. What did he say about me? He said, you were a used-up, worthless piece of trash. Now I want to beat him up too. But it's okay, Leo suddenly looked up, leaning closer to me. His sudden closeness made my heart skip a beat. He smiled, I've already taught him a lesson for you. And I won. I won the fight. Looking at the bruises on his face, and he still won? I reached out and stroked his hair. Good job, you won, you're the best. Hearing my affirmation, he contentedly buried his head in my chest. Leo, where are you burying your head? It took a lot of effort to get Leo to a hotel, and even more effort to get him into bed. Looking at him sprawled out on the bed, I almost wanted to throw up blood. Why did I even make that damn phone call? I checked my phone, it was already 10:30 p.m. I had to get back quickly. I nudged Leo's foot, I'm going back, you get some rest. Leo suddenly sat up, starting to whine, sis, sleep with me. He pouted at me, looking all wronged. So, adorable? Is this the legendary puppy dog type? I ruffled his hair hard. Leo kept pestering me not to leave, which resulted in me missing the dorm curfew time. And I only booked a single room, so I had to sit on the single sofa, leaning against the chair to sleep. The next morning, I woke up in the bed, but Leo was already gone. There was a message from him on WeChat. Leo, bought you breakfast, it's on the table, remember to eat it. Leo, you can sleep in a bit longer after you wake up, I've already told the front desk. Leo, last night, thank you, sis, smile. Bread and milk, although I didn't really like them, I was really hungry. What I didn't expect was that, even after getting a beating and being taught a lesson, the little b asterisk tch was still haunting me. At the university's joint social event, she stood next to Ethan's group, smiling more brightly than any flower. I rolled my eyes, not wanting to get entangled with her. So I pulled my roommate, ready to leave, but the little b asterisk tch clearly saw me. I don't know where she found a bunch of people from another university. She walked towards me with a smile and said to those people, this is our university's social butterfly. You guys should really try your luck. This piece of dog SHT, don't even think about ruining my reputation, asterisk. I raised an eyebrow, hitting back without backing down. Oh no, Rain, you're obviously much better at socializing than me. How else could you be thriving so well among a bunch of guys? She laughed, I'm different from you, we're all brothers. I stood up. In terms of height, I was half a head taller than Rain. Standing up made me look even more imposing. Brothers? Have you guys worn the same pair of underwear or slept in the same bed? Her face started to tighten up a little, and I pressed my advantage. These are things that bros do, right? What's wrong? Haven't you done them? Then what kind of bros are you? Or, have you done them? The next second, she raised her wine glass and splashed it towards my face. I suspected that this little b asterisk tch actually came just to splash wine, wanting to take advantage of the chaos to get revenge for last time. But her plan failed. Leo pulled me back from behind, and her glass of wine missed, leaving her looking more miserable than if she had eaten sh asterisk t. Hit a nerve? Getting angry. I mocked. She rolled up her sleeves, ready to charge over, and I, not willing to be outdone, took off my jacket. In the end, Ethan pulled her back, Leo pulled me back, avoiding a hair-pulling catfight. What a pathetic sight. If we really fought, I would definitely have yanked out every last strand of hair on her head. After the party ended, I stood on the rooftop, enjoying the breeze. Leo's voice came from behind. "Daisy, I just realized today, you're pretty tough." I scoffed. If you hadn't pulled me back, I would have let her know what real cruelty is today. If I didn't yank out every hair on her head, I wouldn't be a he. He chuckled. "I always thought you were a rabbit. Now I realize you're actually a cat, and a very easily triggered one at that." His lips curved into a smile, his eyes filled with twinkling laughter. A strange emotion surged into my heart, like feathers gently tickling me, making my heart itch. This was a different feeling from anything I had ever felt with Ethan. Feeling uneasy, I turned my face away. Because it was senior year, and I had to work on my graduation project and write my thesis, I quickly put these things behind me. After graduation, Leo helped me with finding a job and an apartment. He slowly became my friend, and we became increasingly close. My company was really far from where I lived. I was complaining to Leo about it, and he said he happened to have a vacant apartment near my company, asked me to take a look, and it wouldn't be expensive. I happily went over, thinking, it's just a look, anyway. And then I didn't want to leave anymore. The apartment's layout, the decoration, the location were all perfect. I was very satisfied. Me, Leo, young man, how much is the rent for this apartment per month? The decoration is amazing. Leo, if you like it, sis, just live here. My dad bought it, it's just sitting empty anyway. Me, please take me as your sugar baby. Leo, sis, I don't go for older women. I threw my phone aside and collapsed onto the soft bed. Life is just too good. But adhering to the principle of no unearned benefit, I still transferred money to Leo. Me, I've transferred it to you at market price. Not sure if it's enough. Leo, not enough, at least add 3 zeros. Me, I'm gonna punch you. Leo, ha ha ha, then I'll just keep it for you for now. Work at the company kept me swamped every day, and when I got home, I didn't even want to move. I'd just collapse on the sofa and fall asleep. In my days, I seemed to feel someone lift me up in their arms. The next day was my day off. I didn't wake up until noon. When I was making instant noodles, the door opened. My heart tightened. I turned around and went to the kitchen to grab a knife, tiptoeing along the wall, sneaking out, only to see Leo standing at the door, holding things in both hands, looking at me in confusion. I put the knife back in the kitchen. Right, Leo is the landlord. Of course he has a key. Leo found it a bit funny. Daisy, have you become this fierce now? I took the things from his hands. What are these? Leo ruffled my hair. Just some things I bought for you. Daily necessities, snacks, stuff like that. I clutched my phone protectively. I'm broke. Leo walked to the sofa and sat down, turning on the TV. I know, I didn't ask you for money. I'm bestowing these upon you. I grinned, carrying the things into the room. Your kindness. I shall repay you in my next life as a cow or a horse. Leo chuckled. Then he asked me, do you still remember Ethan? I put down the things. Yeah, I know him. He's in jail. Why? This was a bit unexpected. Ethan's family was quite wealthy. How could he end up in jail? Didn't his dad do anything? Come here, sit down, Leo called out to me. I was puzzled, but still went over and sat on the sofa. Later on, he got more and more reckless in his lifestyle. His circle of friends also changed. He messed with people he shouldn't have messed with and got sued. That person seems to have some connections in the police station, and his dad couldn't help him. I nodded. It seemed to have nothing to do with me anymore. And Rain. Rain, I'm still quite interested in her. Rain is also in jail? No, not that. But because she was too close to Ethan, she got a severe beating from those people. I heard she's already left this place. I leaned back on the sofa, sighing at how fast time flies. It's been over a year already. Leo suddenly flipped over and pinned me down, his hands propped on the sofa, his eyes slightly narrowed. So, sis, are you still thinking about Ethan now? What are you talking about? I haven't thought about him in ages. I see you checking his WeChat moments every now and then. I was checking to see if he got beaten up, so I could visit him in the hospital. Really, I always thought you were still hung up on him. You're overthinking it, young man. I pushed him away, getting up. But Leo grabbed my hand. pulling me back into his arms. Sis, I want to hit on you. Soft and gentle. My face quickly heated up. I pushed him away. Didn't you say you don't like older women? Leo grinned, revealing his little canine teeth. Yes, so I'm a 93 or older than you. Turns out this guy has been playing dumb the whole time. Daisy, you've already moved into my house. Do you really think you can escape? He slowly leaned closer, his lips near mine, the faint scent of mint filling my nostrils. I lost my composure. Leo. His beautiful peach blossom eyes slightly tilted upwards, with a hint of a smile. King stepped on my toes. Get off. You're making my foot go numb. He froze for a moment, then quickly backed away. I jumped up and ran into the room, locking the door, a series of actions completed in one go. My heart was pounding wildly, and I let out a long breath. I almost lost my self-control. I started avoiding Leo for no other reason than I wasn't ready yet. After staying in the dorm for 3 days, Leo caught me at the cafeteria. He leaned against the table. I forced a laugh. What a coincidence. He smiled. Not a coincidence. I came here specifically to corner you. You've already paid the rent. You should still move back. After all, it's not good for me to corner you every day. What do you think? I thought he was threatening me, and I had evidence. I sat in my chair, refusing to move. He leaned against the table, not planning to leave either. After a long stalemate, he sighed softly, bent down, and leaned closer to my ear. I was too hasty, Daisy. Let's take it slow, okay? I was silent for a long while, finally giving in, okay. And from the moment I said, okay, Leo started finding different ways to make me happy every day. Picking me up and dropping me off work, a cup of milk tea every noon, preparing dinner. At home every night, waiting for me to come back. As soon as I opened the door, there he was, wearing an apron, having already set out the dishes. Wash your hands and let's eat. I put down my bag. Your company isn't close to here either. Why do you come here every day? He blinked innocently. Just want to see you more often. I narrowed my eyes. I think you have the potential to be a... After saying that, I picked up the water glass next to me, opened the lid, and pointed it at Leo. If I call you, do you dare to answer? He shook his head, smiling helplessly. I continued, you son of a b*tch. Leo glanced at me, standing on one leg, opening his arms wide. Grandpa is here. I suddenly burst out laughing. If in the future, there's someone willing to be crazy with me, to joke around with me, and while I'm being silly, he's just smiling, wouldn't that be pretty good? Leo, let's give us a try. Okay.